everyone, Mitzi Cruz here, host of Lincoln Live. Today we are live with Tammy Jones with Jones Sconery, and I know you guys have been very excited for this interview and just to learn more about Tammy and why she does what she does. So let me just first of all thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And can you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So coming up here from Southern California, and that was a big move, and we didn't expect to be here. So 8, I'm sure we can all remember what that was like. And we had to move my horse up here that I had had since I was 13. I was 8 months pregnant with our second child, boy, and came up here, never been more than like 5 miles from our family. So it was scary, and Lincoln was so welcoming and so great. It was amazing. And our horse went out to South Dowd Road at America's Equine, and I'll never forget just wanting to keep the flies off of him, which is not practical, we all know this, and would go into Superior Feed, and they would just go along with me, trying to like help me out with these fly sprays, and I'm sure they thought I was ridiculous. Like, lady, you realize that flies come with horses, and they were amazing. And so everything for that whole season of life, having the child at like the next month and taking care of the horse, like all of Lincoln just came in to help and get us through it, and it was memorable.
You know, that's one of the things that really just strikes me about our community is the fact that we, for the most part, you know, you've got folks that have been here for generations and grew up here.
Yeah.
And then you've got a lot of people that have moved here from different areas. And just to have that welcoming, you know, that feeling of being welcomed and being part of the community.
Yeah.
It's great, right?
It was amazing. And I didn't, at the time, I didn't realize how much I needed the help, and I was just frustrated to be here because it was like away from my family. But they came in, and I was telling you earlier, I don't think I would have been so welcoming to me. I would have been like, who is this lady? Wants to get flies off her horses, and like they were so nice. So yeah, I remember that, and it was great.
Yeah, it's funny. You know what? I was 8 months pregnant as well when I moved here. So
we all know summers in Lincoln, like you don't want to be pregnant.
No.
You did.
And when did you deliver? What month?
Next month, September.
September.
Came here in August, so that was 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not pleasant.
Yeah. I had an August baby that year as well. So yeah,
That was hot. It's like 110, and you know when you're on the coast down south, you're not used to this. You're not used to 110.
So so fast forward to today.
Okay.
Your family, now they come up and visit you. What do they think of Lincoln?
They love it. They love it, and they love the community here. And I will say, like Lincoln for us, so living for your whole life, this town has been more welcoming and felt more like home than my hometown ever did. And I think that says a lot because it's very unique. You don't just have that wherever you go.
That's right.
And so my parents notice it. It's very special. This town looks out for each other, and it's apparent. And it's cultivated clearly, like this is like a base layer. Like it happened a long time ago. And so it's nice to see.
Absolutely. Yeah. So tell us about Jones Sconery. I want to hear more about kind of how, well, I know the story, but you guys need to hear it because it's really cool.
All right. I can feel my face getting so red right
No,
now.
no.
So our school, 12 Bridges Elementary, would always do pennies for patients every year. And Ray Kubius was our principal at the time. And with him and then Stephanie Berger, who I've been walking with for years, kind of pushed me along and said, okay, well, let's sell these as a fundraiser. So we did that, and it was nerve-wracking. I was so nervous, and the scones sold, and so it kind of evolved into a business. And like I said, this would not be happening without Stephanie. I've just always been so nervous about it. It was not ever intended to be a business at all.
Well, so talk to us about, okay, so there was the fundraiser, or it became a fundraiser, right? And so your contribution was these scones.
These scones, the Tiger Crew actually sold them. So that's like the group at school that the kids that volunteer.
Right.
So they sold them for the fundraiser. Yeah.
And so how long ago was that?
So I want to say 3-4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. But it didn't become a business until maybe a year later. And just to add into that, I have like the best customers that have been coming around since that time before I ever had a license, and they're amazing people.
So, so where did you learn how to make these amazing scones?
That's a good question. It evolved. I've always loved to bake since I was like a little girl, and it's not always good. And I'm not really a recipe follower. I'm kind of just
wing it.
Yeah. And my husband will say, yeah, that's not always a good thing. Sometimes it's really bad. But it kind of just evolved and worked itself into this.
Got it.
Yeah.
So walk us through the process. So if somebody wanted to put it in an order, first of all, how far in advance do they need to place their order?
Sometimes it can be the day of. The day before is usually best. And I try to accommodate as much as possible.
And what flavors or varieties do you have?
Well, today I just brought the customer favorites, but on the website you can see all of the different flavors. I don't even know how many flavors I have now, actually, Mitzi, sorry. Maybe 8, 9?
Oh, wow.
I don't know, but I'm up for suggestions and custom orders.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So do you have any helpers, or are you?
No, that's actually not allowed.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because with the license, it's very strict, and actually, it's hard on the family sometimes because you have to shut the whole kitchen down.
Yeah.
So you wipe down the whole kitchen. It has to be very clean. All of your ingredients need to be in one area. They cannot be with your other family stuff.
Of course.
So, and nobody can come in. So it's like lockdown. When they see me in a hairnet, they know. They're like, oh, don't mess with mom.
And so is that, no, I understand that's to be in compliance, but
Yes.
So in addition, are you creating like gluten-free or nut-free, anything
Yes.
regarding allergies or?
So I do gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
I'll request. I haven't offered it. Because like I was saying, I'm not a businesswoman, so my customers will agree. I don't really know what I'm doing on the business side of things, but I one day maybe will advertise that I do gluten-free, and I'm not a certified nut-free kitchen, but there are no nuts in the vicinity unless I'm doing a nut flavor.
Got it. And then that's separate.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, so so tell us, so I understand that the business kind of evolved from something that you were doing to give back. So now at this juncture, so how is your business structured in a way that gives back?
Again, something I could totally get better with is posting when we donate and the various things we do throughout the year. I always donate any type of gift certificate or product to whatever's happening around town. The schools, especially the veterans, that's definitely that's a passion for me.
Yeah.
And then on the money side, aside, we donate a portion of sales throughout the month to, like, for me, my favorite is Children of Fallen Patriots, and so that helps Gold Star families, which service members that have kids, helps them go through school. So that's my favorite. That's where I choose to donate to. So that, but I don't post. I'm not good with keeping everyone informed. So,
well, and it's tough, you know, because as a business owner, really you've got a lot of balls in the air that you're trying to juggle, and so you know, one person just to handle everything is it's tough.
Right. It's tough, and kids,
yeah.
Which, you know, like, I only have 2. I don't know how you do it, but it's a handful.
Yeah, you need an assistant.
No.
No, you want to handle it all.
No, I can't handle it all. I just can't pay an assistant right now. But, like, some days I look at my kids, I'm like, yeah, we're doing good. Like, they're going to be fine young men. Raising assets to society, and that's a full-time job.
Yeah, I know, I totally I agree.
Yeah.
So you've seen the show before, you know how this works. We like to open up the conversation to the audience because there's a lot of people watching that have comments, questions. So who's watching and what questions do they have?
Yeah, we have a lot of viewers and they're all super excited. Love your product too. And they had a couple of questions in regards to what does the delivery and pickup process look like?
Well, so the pickup is, it's at my residence, as you saw with the cottage license. You place your order, and it's supposed to be very easy so that you give me a time that you want your scones ready. I place them on the cart, and you show up at your leisure. And delivery, I haven't done a lot of that lately because it's time.
Right.
Sun City, I usually try to deliver to. I do ask that orders, be over a certain amount, but I will work with anyone. I try to be as accommodating as I can.
Awesome.
I try.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. And there's one of you and all of the people who are, it's a lot. It makes a lot more sense for them to come to you.
It usually does. But it's like having a cottage license. So it's I don't know how new it is, but it seems like a new concept to me. It's like you're going to someone's home, so it's a little weird, maybe, and it's different, but it can be good. And the customers I have are, like I said, they're awesome.
Yes.
And they are very encouraging. And actually, I have a couple that they write notes and are so kind. I'm sure sometimes, like the days I make mistakes, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how she functions, like who ties her shoes for her in the morning. But they're so kind. So it's been fun having this little business.
No, it's awesome. And the truth of the matter is none of us are perfect. So anyone that tells you they are, they're just not being honest.
This is true, yeah.
So to walk you guys through my experience, we are filming live today from a separate location, but when I came to Tammy's home, the scones were there on a little cart, super cute, just to the left of the door. So I was able to walk up. I could see her cottage license. Actually, a very pretty display. If I could.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very nice, inviting, warm. There is an option for the Ring doorbell. Obviously, we don't want to ring it unless there's some kind of question or something. But I was able to just grab the scones and off I went. So very, very easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just right here in the 12 Bridges community. So what other questions do we have?
What should viewers expect in terms of pricing and how to pay you?
The website will show everything in terms of how things are packaged and pricing. And if there are any questions, of course, I'll always answer those.
And so tell everybody the website, and we'll also include that in our headline.
Oh, okay. It's just .com.
Pretty straightforward. jonesconery.com, guys. So Tammy is so awesome. She actually made all of these scones. I don't know if you can pan over, Carlin.
They could see, yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. They are beautiful. So once we have wrapped up here, we'll actually be boxing these up, and we'll take the majority of them to the local police station. So law enforcement and just do something nice. And so any service officers that are watching, you guys will be the happy recipients of these delicious scones here in just a bit. So good.
That's great. Thank you for delivering them.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
So do we have any additional questions, comments?
We have one more question, and that is if someone want to get in touch with you about doing a fundraiser, what would be the best way to do that? Is that also the website?
Yeah, the website is perfect, or just through the Facebook page, they can message. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great.
So you guys, I know that those of you that are already familiar with Tammy's business, you guys are all fans. For those of you that don't know, definitely check out that website, jonesconery.com, and become fans, okay? And let's talk about the raffle. Did you want to tell everybody a little bit about the raffle price?
No, you can do it.
So we have these awesome gift certificates, and what's the value on these?
It's a dozen scones.
Oh, great. Okay. So we actually have 2 to raffle off this
Go
time.
for it, yeah.
So instead of doing one winner, we'll have 2 winners. So you guys know how this works. You're going to share this live video, like the video, and then you're going to comment shared on the thread of this specific video so we can see your share and count you in the raffle. And then, so anytime between now and tomorrow at noon, you'll want to share this video and then comment shared, like it, and then we will go ahead and get you entered in the raffle. So again, we close the entries at noon, so definitely get those shares completed, and definitely support this awesome local business that just really gives back in a major way. And so, yeah, so before we wrap up, did you have any final thoughts?
No, yes, I'm just glad I made it through this. Like, I just...
No, you did wonderfully.
You're so nice. But yeah, I was so nervous. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's just such an honor to learn more about you, your business, and all the things that you do to give back. And you know, really just one more amazing person that makes Lincoln, Lincoln.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So thank you guys.